Oh well. Seems he is a... Nick promising to notice Senpai here. How nice of him. Alright, so... Captain Donfuffles is going to be referred to as Donfuffles now. With the Ganondorf pick. Not something I expected. But we've seen him play a variety of characters in the past here. Frosty doing his best to eat a salted nut roll and also choose a character at the same time. Hold on. Oh. Seems we need to reset players here, folks. We had a janky GameCube controller connected. Who broke it? Who broke it? Alright, they figured out which one broke it. We should be good now. We had a few DSs connected later. Earlier. Maybe still later. I think we're going to stick around for 3v3s afterwards. We may or may not be streaming that. I may or may not be commentating, but either way, stick around, we'll see what happens. Promise you it'll be good. Here's Danny and ZZ Top right behind me, eating food, being salty, eating salty food. So Donfuffles with Ganondorf still. Goober with the Link pick, it seems. A little confused as to who is what right now. So Frosty is going with the Toon Link pick, and I can honestly say I disapprove still. I do not like Toon Link. Okay. Alright, so there we go. A little confused with the teams here. Senpai and Frosty as an Ike and Link team versus Toon Link and Ganondorf. So we have an all, not really all Hyrule, but all Lords and Swords, all high fantasy characters here. We have a Link versus a Link and two very hard-hitting characters, Ike and a Ganondorf, on Dreamland. Not expected, but okay, we'll go with it. Either way, it's gonna be great. So again, you're watching. Goober forgot to change his name to Goober, so it is Goober and Captain Donfuffles versus Senpai and Frosty on Dreamland. There's a solid start for the blue team. They're winning by just a little bit. Ooh, there's the first kill on Goober. Captain Donfuffles not doing so hot himself. Frosty hype. Frosty. Oh my gosh. Senpai with a big hit, getting the first kill, and Captain Donfuffles there. Now Ganondorf, very heavy character, very hefty character, doing a lot of damage, but very easy to hit still. Ooh, almost hit himself off the edge there. There we go. Senpai with another big hit. Frosty just barely falling off the edge. That's so tragic. So we're just about tied up at mostly at 2 lives here, although Senpai still doing very well at 3 lives, just barely managing to hang on to that. Staying on the stage with ooh. That was a team kill. I did not see who hit that, but I'm guessing it wasn't Link, and it was. There's gonna be some salt after this, I guarantee. And it's Link v Link with the down A and up smash competition. Now Senpai just holding on to that side B on the edge there. He could really use some help from his teammate. That is not happening. Frosty with the SD. And Captain Donfuffles finally back on the stage. We're all tied up with the lives, 3 and 3, 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, I should say. Ooh. And Goober is out. And there's another life down for Captain Donfuffles. So the two high art, high fantasy swordsmen doing very well against the classic foe here, Ganondorf. Senpai just holding on to that side B, and there it is. The release. So satisfying every time. Senpai really liking his side B. Oh! Captain Donfuffles with the down aerial SD. That is tragic, absolutely tragic. So Frosty and Senpai win game 1. Now, as always, Captain Donfuffles and Goober will have a chance to change their characters. So Frosty and Senpai can choose first, and then Goober and Donfuffles will have a counter pick. That's what I have it written as. Just for, it should be down there somewhere. Just for. Thank you. All right. So Donfuffles has changed to Morton Koopa, which is a typical pick from Captain Donfuffles, as we've seen in the past here. Nobody else has opted to change their character, and that they're going to Final Destination instead of Dream World. So no platforms, and I believe a slightly wider stage. So this should be a good match again. 2 swordsmen versus 2 a little bit smoother characters. Again, a solid opening from the blue team. Really, Frosty just needs to keep bringing the pain, and Senpai just needs to absolutely finish him off. Senpai with a beautiful counter there. Donfuffles smashing Frosty off the screen, and Senpai with the first blood on Goober there. Morton trying to bomb down. A desperate strategy for a small Koopa at 99%. Senpai doing his best to punish. Goober dodging like a pro. Ooh, there it is. Morton at 123% damage. First kill on Senpai there. Frosty still at 3 lives, but at 101% damage. That bomb could be deadly here. Where the Toon Link gets a smash, and there it is. Frosty loses his first life. Toon Link, played by Goober. 2 swordsmen fighting back to back. Goober got Senpai in the air. Senpai aerialing down. Remember, Ike is hard hitting, but he's very slow, kind of like Ganondorf. But he does have his speed and tricks, and he does have a counter that he has used a couple of times here already. Morton barely hanging on. The bomb, and now switching to the cannon, and that is a team kill from Captain Donfuffles. That is so unfortunate. Goober had better be salty after that. He has earned that salt. Senpai at 139% damage, still hanging on to 2 lives. Frosty doing very well, 61% damage. Probably doing the best out of everybody right now. Ooh, there's a final kill on Goober. Toon Link is out of commission. I'm not seeing a round 3 here, people. It is. Donfuffles giving me some shit for the support. That's almost a kill on Frosty. Very much a kill on Captain Donfuffles. Now Morton Koopa with 1 life. Barely hanging on to the edge. These 2 opponents are very high percent, but they still each have 2 lives. And it's 2 versus 1. No stock stealing here. Senpai again hanging on to that side B, releasing. No satisfaction this time, no good hit. Ooh! Solid aerial from Morton and then a cannon to finish off. 1 each on Senpai and Frosty. But Donfuffles, very high damage, trying to bomb and stay alive. But that's it. That is it for Captain Donfuffles and Goober. And that is it for round 1 of this tournament. Frosty and Senpai move on to round 2. That was exhilarating. No. So, I'll go next? Alright. So by request, we have Mr. Two Stock and Scruffy versus Frosty and Senpai.
What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mine?
Here's Danny screaming about Little Mac as a little sack behind us.
That's me, though.